This is the video for Caesar's Gallic Wars, Book 5, Chapter 44. It's a long chapter and there's some complicated things in it, but so let's get started. Erant in ea legione fortissimi viri, centuriones, qui apropinquarent primis ordinibus. Apropinquo takes a dative object, and this is imperfect subjunctive because this is a relative clausive characteristic. Titus Pullo et Lucius Vorenus. He habebant perpetuas controversias inter se. Quinam anteferator, this is an indirect question. Omnibusque annis, time when. De locis, de means concerning, not about, or down from. And this here means ranks, or honors, not places. Summi simultatibus, this is an ablative of manner. So with summi simultatibus, contendebant. Ex his pullo cum acerrime ad munitiones pugnerator. This is an imperfect passive subjunctive without a subject, so it's an impersonal verb. So it is the subject. Inquit quid dubitas verena aut quem locem probandi. This is a genitive, gerund or gerundive. To express purpose, probanding, tuae virtutis, expectas. Remember, these are our direct speech, which is very rare for Caesar. So these verbs end in s, and that's important to know. He's talking to someone. Hic dies judicabit de, which again means concerning or about, not down from, nostris controversias. Cum dixisset, which is a pluperfect subjunctive, haec, procedit extra munitiones, and we're kind of missing the word in here. It would probably make sense to have that word there. Extra munitiones, erumpit in, if we pretend that word is there, in quae pars hostium, which is genitive plural, convertissima visa est. Remember, visa est is from videor, which is a deponent verb that means to seem. Ne quidem Vorenus tum continet sese wallow. This is place where or means. Sed veritus, which is a perfect active participle from the deponent verb verior. Existimationem, omnium. Again, this is a genitive plural, just like hostium, omnium. These are third declension genitive plural. Subsequitur. Mediocri spatio relicto. This is an ablative absolute. Pullo emittit pilum in hostes. Atque traicit unum ex multitudinem procurrentem. And this is describing the unum, and it's a present active participle. There's also a note on this. Quo, which means quo percusso et ex animato, that's an ablative absolute. You can translate quo as either whom or him. Either will be fine here. Protegunt, and notice here we have a plural verb. So this is they protegunt. Hunc, scutis, ablative of means. Universi, this is a nominative plural. Coniciunt, again, a plural verb. Coniciunt tella in hostem. This is singular. This refers to pullo. This and this verb, these refer to the nervii, the people that he's fighting. So Caesar kind of switches back and forth the perspective a little bit here, which can make it confusing, but also we know these verb endings. We've known them for a really, really, really long time, so that can, if you just pay attention to those things, that can help. Neque dant facultatum regrediendi. This is a genitive gerund to express purpose. All right. Scutum poloni. This is a dative of reference, which can basically be translated like a genitive of possession. Transfigitur et verutum defigitur in Balteo. There's a lot of technical military words in this passage. Hic casus avertit vaginam et, and this part is kind of confusing, the next part, because it doesn't really sound right in English. Et moratur the dextrum manum conanti. Okay, so conanti, that's a present active participle. It's in the dative. It's a dative of reference, just like poloni was. So just like poloni is a dative of reference that can basically be translated as a genitive of possession, same here. So moratur the dextrum manum of the person who was conantiing, educere gladium, que circumsistent, again this is plural, so that's the nervii. Hostes, that's the subject of circumsistent. Impeditum, and this refers to pullo. But this is a perfect passive participle describing him. Inimicus varenus succurrit illi et subvenit laboranti. Here is both of these words are datives again. So you can see all of these datives. These are all third declension datives. And in this case, both of these are indirect objects. Ad hunc omnis multitudo convertut se confestim a Polone. That was a little bit weird word order maybe, but anyway. Arbitranter, meaning, again, the enemy, because this is plural, and this is a deponent verb. Arbitranter, which is a verb that introduces an indirect statement. Arbitranter, that illum occisum esse, which isn't here, which would make it a perfect passive infinitive. So that illum occisum esse veruto. Cominus varenus rem gerit, there's a note on that. Gladio. Atque uno interfecto, ablative absolute. Propellit reliquos paulum. Dum instat cupidius, this is a comparative adverb. All comparative adverbs end in ius. Deiectus, so it's a perfect passive participle. In locum inferiorem, this is a comparative adjective. Concidit. Versus pullo fert subsidium huic circumvento. So huic is the indirect object here, and circumvento, perfect passive participle describing it. Atque ambo incolumes cum pluribus interfectis, this is an ablative absolute. Summa cum laude, this is ablative of manner. Recipiunt sese, we know what that means. There's a note on that in the glossary. Intramunitiones. Sic. Fortuna. Versavit utrumque in contentione et certamine. So that. Alter, and we have an alter, which we have here. The first one is translated the one, and the second is translated the other. So the one, inimicus, esset, auxilio salutatique. These are datives of purpose. Alteri, dative of reference. When you have a dative of purpose and a dative of reference together, you get a double dative. So that's what this is. Neque, posset diudicare. So posset, the subject is it. There's no word for the subject. And this deudicari is a present passive infinitive. And then uter, this introduces an indirect question. Uter, widerator, which is a passive form of which was a form of videor, the deponent verb that means to seem. So uter widerator anter ferendus, and this is a future passive participle, so to be or should be anter ferendus, utri, and then virtute is an ablative of respect, so with respect to virtute.